All right, how y'all doing? I'm scared too. Y'all looking at me like I'm the wrong person. We haven't seen him tonight. What the hell is really going on? Yeah, that's there. I'm supposed to be here. I'm looking crazy too, because this is my white people quota right here. This to the limit right here, but this is affirmative action, so I'm representing that part of the show. Right there, I was like, I call Jesse Jackson. I swear to God, I call Jesse Jackson. Y'all don't put me on the show. So this is it right here. Yeah, this is good. I'm on high alert. Right now. I stay on high alert. Orange. I'm in the orange zone. You know. Yeah, some people say orange. I say orange. I'm in orange. Right now, cause I've been watching the little debates, you know. I know it's a big election year and you gotta vote and see who you like, you know. And I don't like nobody. I really don't like nobody. Yeah, cause it's just same old, just a different title. That's all it is. Cause Bush, he's a little retarded. I think he retarded. I figured that out because he don't know what the hell he wanna do. He just be saying, oh, it's on me, Y'all back to me already? Damn, I didn't want to talk no more. And Kerry sounds smart. He sound like he know what he doing. Cause he got a plan. That's his big thing. I got a plan. He don't never tell you what the plan is, but it's a damn plan. I was like, soon as he know what the plan is, we on our way. Soon as he tell us what the plan is, cause at least he looked like he done wrote something down, but he can't quite tell you what it is yet. So cause you gotta watch, cause I'm black, so we gotta vote, cause we don't know when y'all ain't gonna let us vote no more. So we keep on punching the ballot, cause we don't know when that bill ain't gonna go through no more. So we keep voting. I wanted to people, black people, we always like to say we want a black president, but we really don't. We don't want no black president, cause that ain't gonna go good, and we know y'all don't want that, and we not gonna do that. Cause Al Sharpton was running, but he wasn't really running. He was just up there, cause you can't. Cause they call him a reverend. What throw me? They call Al a reverend, but we don't even know where he preach at. He don't really got a church, so you be like, is you a guest pastor? Cause I don't really know. Because you can't be president. You ain't got enough members to start a church. You got to at least have enough members to start the church. But that's funny right there. That's funny right there. Because I have a good time wherever I go. But you still got to, only thing I don't like about Bush, he threw me, with the war thing. And I know the war thing still going on, but he threw me, when he came out with Saddam. And I was like, well, damn, that ain't who we was looking for. We weren't looking for... Yeah, because we were looking for Bin Laden, but he said, I got Saddam. You like, that ain't who we want. What a dude who was in charge of the plane. We looking for him. And he was like, but I got Saddam, And we're like, that ain't who we want, And then I tried to go intellectual. I tried to figure it out. I was like, okay, they went to war to get the oil. He finishing what his dad couldn't finish, so he going to get the oil or the gas. I thought they was going to get the gas, but evidently we didn't find the gas cans because the gas ain't went down. Well, for damn, I thought we was gonna go get all the gas, then bring it back, and everybody was gonna get gas for free. I thought. Gonna be like, I thought it was gonna be like you go through McDonald's, you get a Happy Meal and free gas voucher. Like that. That's what I thought. But cause gas is still so high, cause I said, I know you didn't find the weapons of mass destruction, but did you find the gas cans? That's all. Cause it's so high. It's just too expensive right now. You can't even do people favors, Cause you used to do people favors. They say, can you run me to the store? Can you run me over my mama house? You can't do that now. You be like, that'd be $17. I can't just let you ride cause I know you. That ain't gonna be good. Right there, cause you gotta stay on high alert. That's my thing. Stay on high alert, Cause I had to fly a lot doing comedy. You gotta fly. You gotta go to different cities, and you gotta make sure you wash your clothes now. That's very important, cause they do the random search at the airport, And I had a little traumatic experience where I didn't wash my clothes one time, and I tried to explain to the lady. I said, this ain't a good day to randomly select me, cause I don't have no clean clothes. I don't want everybody to know that. I don't want you to just pull it out like that, you know, because the dog started barking. I was like, get away, dog. That ain't no bomb right there. Get away. Yeah. I was like, that ain't no bomb. I'm going through something right now. But yeah, because you got to make sure. And when I get on the plane, I still like to, you know, they ask you, what's your seat selection? I like an aisle seat. That's my thing right there, aisle seat, because I feel like I run the row. I feel like that's my row. Yeah, if you're on the aisle, you're on the window in the middle, you got to depend on people. But if you're on the aisle, you be like, this is my row. Everybody can't just come in my row, you know. And I seen a little dude coming down the aisle, and I don't like to stereotype people, but he had the little thing on his head, you know, kind of favor Bin Laden them, and I'm like, well, damn, he kind of favor Bin Laden, and I was like, I hope he ain't on my row, you know, because I want to go to sleep, you know, but I'm not gonna be able to go to sleep if he on my row, you know, because that's a responsibility. I don't want to stereotype him, but he's like, I think I'm the window seat, you know. I'm like, let me check your stub, you know. I can't just let you in the row. I gotta check your stub, you know, make sure there's proper paperwork, you know, and I let him in the row, and I was cool for a while, but it was a long flight, you know, and he just started moving, you know, and I'm like, hey, you gotta be still on the row now. We don't move on my row. This ain't no moving row, you know. We be still on my row, you know. I was like, matter of fact, it's nap time. Just gonna put your head on the window right now. And he's like, I think I need to use the restroom, you know. And I was like, we don't pee on my row. This ain't a pee row. Right here, we're a strong bladder row. We a strong bladder. Yeah, because people, you know, people always say if that had been me on the plane. People like to say that have been me on the plane, what would have really happened with the terrorists, you know. But you didn't want to be in that situation. I can tell you that right now, you know, because I know I can whoop your ass on the ground, you know, but I ain't never had no training that high up, so I don't really know what could have went down, you know. And people say, oh, they could have got me with a box cutter, but I used to work at a warehouse. Box cutter hurt. They hurt too, yeah. So, yeah, you can bleed off a box cutter too, so don't be fooled by that, you know. But the real terrorists on planes to me is babies. That's who I have a little problem with is babies. They terrorize me on the plane. Yeah, I know you gotta take your kids with you, but sometimes you be like, just check them, you know, check them. You know, this is not carry on. Check that baby, you know. Yeah, because I had a little traumatic experience with a little white baby, and I ain't stereotyping baby, but I ain't never played with a little white baby. I don't know, you know, how you play, you know, but evidently she wanted to play with me, you know, because she just kept rubbing my face. And I was like, hey, little white baby, don't put your hand in my face. Nah, I like that. I don't like that, because I got sensitive skin. I break out, so I don't really like you rubbing faces. And I figured she wanted to play because she like play with her hands. So I said I play patty cake with her, because I play patty cake with my little girl. So patty cake is a good game, you know. And I was like, hey, patty cake, bake a man. And she looked at me and she was like, and I was like, whoa, I don't think that's in the song, baby. I don't think that's in the song. That's the remix or something right there. I don't know that version. Yeah, it's just Baker Man, you know, and it hurt, you know, because nickel hurt anytime you hit, you know, and I didn't know what to do, you know, so I told her mama, I was like, when we get on the ground, I gotta whoop somebody's ass for that. Yeah, I can't just let that go, because word get out, I let that go. Take your time. Don't even worry about it. Take your time. No, because it's cool, though. It's cool. I just because people always do little crazy stuff, you know, because I went into a convenience store, a little 7-Eleven, and I had like $5, and I gave the lady the $5, and she held it to the light. She held it to the light. And I was like, what you doing? You know, and she was like, we've been having a problem with counterfeiters, you know, and I was like, well, I wouldn't be a $5 counterfeiter, I can tell you that. Right now, yeah, I got more ambition than that. That insulted me. Yeah, I was like, like I'm gonna just be working on fives. I ain't gonna work on five. I'm a big bill counterfeiter. I ain't no little counterfeiter. So, but people be crazy like that. But it's a beautiful thing. You gotta love who you love and try to work with people. You know, because I live in a all Hispanic neighborhood. Now it ain't Hispanic. It's pretty much Mexico, but. Yeah, you know, people be wanting you to be politically correct, but these are Mexicans. These ain't Hispanics right here. These are the people on the picture when you go down to 5. These are these people. You be like, yeah, that's my neighbor. That's yeah, right there. That's his little girl, and that's that's their little boy right there. Yeah, they stars, but they on the picture when you go down to 5. But no, I like them. I like Mexican because I'm learning their customs. I'm from the South, so I ain't never been around. We got like one neighborhood where Buford Highway. That's where all our Mexicans are. But everywhere, you know, they everywhere. Yeah, so you gotta deal with people. You know, you learn their little customs and different stuff. You know, and I've learned they like to sell you stuff. You know, and I don't have no problem buying something, but it's all in the presentation to me. You know. Because they'll just knock on your door, you know, and the little lady knocked on my door and she was like, would you like to buy a comforter? You know, and comforter, you know, like comforter, you know, and she was holding the comforter right up in her hand, you know, and I was like, I don't think I can buy that right out your hand like that, you know, got to wrap that up in some plastic or something, you know, because, yeah, that look like that just come off your bed. I can't buy that right off your bed. And, yeah, because I'm a big fan of corn on the cob. I like corn on the cob. I think it's a good vegetable or fruit, whatever it is a good starch. But I don't think you should bring it to my door. That's what bothered me right there, you know, because dude just knocked on the door. He like, my friend, corn on the cob. And I'm like, I don't like to buy it at the door. You know, I like to go to a grocery store and buy corn on the cob. But evidently it's a big seller in the neighborhood, you know. Because, I mean, we got corn kernels all over the neighborhood. Everybody like corn. So I said, okay, I'll try one. You know, give me one. And he's like, everything? You know, that threw me right there with everything, you know, because it's corn. It's not a hamburger. It's corn. What is everything for corn, you know? Because corn don't have everything. Corn just have a little black pepper, butter, maybe a little salt. But everything should never be with corn on the cob. It's not that kind of food, you know. But I took a chance. I said, yeah, everything. Put everything. And he started rubbing some little white stuff on it. And I was like, well, what's that white stuff you rubbing on? That he's like, mayo, my friend. And I was like, mayonnaise don't go on corn on the cob. You can't put mayonnaise on corn on the cob. I was like, I'm just going to go to the grocery store. I'm not going to buy it at my door. Hey, I'm Rod, man. I appreciate y'all listening, man. Keep enjoying the show, man. Much love, Brea.